Hi friends, welcome, welcome. I'm just you right when I was getting my camera set up there, friends. Welcome, welcome to episode 28 of Storytime Yoga, and we have a special guest with us here today. She's feeling a little bit better, so she decided to come and join us in class today. So today is episode 28 of Storytime Yoga. I am Miss Mel, children's yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga and Your Mindset with Rise to Wellness. And today we are reading one of one's favorite books. It's called Bear's Loose Tooth, and it's by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. It's a fun book, and it's all about what happens when we have a loose tooth, or when Bear has a loose tooth anyway. So I'm so excited that you're here to join us, friends. I ask that you do put #live, #BusyKids in the comments if you're watching live, and if you're watching the replay, please put #replay, #business in the comments, and please do introduce yourselves. If you're watching, friends, please do put your name in the comments so that we give you a shout out. We love to talk to all of our friends and give a shout out when you're here in class with us. So I invite you all to go to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor. I'm going to step back to my mat while we start class, friends. Miss Avery's going to come sit beside me. So you can come sit in crisscross applesauce or in hero's pose, friends. I'm just going to shove down a bit there. And Miss Avery will ring our bells to start us off, friends. Good job, friends. Sitting crisscross applesauce, straight and tall, or in hero's pose. And we'll start with our breathing ball. Good job, friends. So I'm just going to show you first, and then Miss Avery will take a turn. If you're just joining us for the first time, friends, when we breathe in and fill our belly full of air, we make our breathing ball nice and big. And when we breathe out and let all of that air out of our tummy, we make our ball nice and small. So sitting up nice and straight and tall with your shoulders at a neutral position, we're going to do one round of breathing. Breathing in and out. In and out, in and out. Good job, my friends. And you'll notice that Miss Avery moved her hands even though she didn't have it. So you can join us at home too and move your hands if you don't have a ball. I'm going to give the ball to Avery. And I'm going to remind everyone before we do our next round of breathing that we breathe in through our nose and we breathe out through our nose or our mouth when we're doing our breathing. And try not to hunch those shoulders up. Keep them nice and neutral. Okay, our second round of breathing. Breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Good job, my friends. Avery's going to put the ball down there. I invite you all to stay on your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor. I'm going to put this blanket over there for Miss Avery, and I'm going to bring my cushion forward to begin our book. All right, so we might cover Miss Avery's face. We'll see if we can get her in. Again, here's the cover, friends. Bear's Loose Tooth by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. And welcome, Bubby. Welcome, Tim. Thank you for joining us today. Miss Avery has decided to grace us with her presence today. All right, friends. This is a giant book. Let's see if we can get it all in the picture there. Okay. From a cave in the forest came a munch, crunch, as Bear and his friends all nibbled on their lunch. And we'll bring this picture forward and we'll show you them nibbling on their lunch. I want to show you Bear's little friend here. He is actually in happy baby pose, friends. So we're going to put our book down there. We're going to do happy baby pose together, friends. So I invite you to come to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor. I'm going to come to my mat here. Avery's just going to go off to the side there. Over there, sweetie. Avery's just going to go off to the side there. There you go, friends. You can do it on your blanket if you like, Avery. Bring your blanket up here. There you go. So we are going to go on our backs, friends. We're going to bend our knees, and we're going to bring our legs up like this, friends. I take my hands, and I'm going to grab my heels from inside. So I'm putting my hands inside and I'm gonna grab my heels. This is happy baby, friends, and we can rock back and forth. You're gonna feel this stretch all in your hips, all in here, friends, in your hips. This is a really good stretch. If you've been sitting, if you've been doing your learning and sitting at your computer lots, or just in a seated position, movies or playing your video games, this is a really good stretch, friends. Have fun. Rock back and forth like a happy baby. Good job. Really put the soles of those feet up to the ceiling. Good job, my friends. Good job, Miss Avery. I feel like this is the biggest book we've read, like physical-wise. Bear savored every bite. He gulped and he gobbled. Then there, in his mouth, something wiggled and wobbled. And nibbled food, something moved when he chewed. It was Bear's loose tooth. Look at Bear as he's sitting and eating. Can you all see him? He's sitting nice and straight and tall, and when he finds his loose tooth, he does a forward bend. So friends, we're going to come to our mat or our blanket or our piece of floor, and we are going to do a seated forward bend. So come sitting, put your legs straight forward, friends, and you can put your arms right straight up to the sky and bending forward. It doesn't matter if you reach your toes, friends. You don't need to reach your toes. The main thing is that your back is straight, friends. Seated forward bend. Good job, friends, and we're going to come up one more time. Stretch up high to the sky. You feel a loose tooth in your mouth too, friends? I know Avery's wiggling one with her tongue right now while you're in your seated forward. Is there a loose tooth in your mouth too? Just like her? All right, let's come back to our book, see what Bear does about his loose tooth. Bear pointed in his mouth and he said, "Oh dear, my tooth feels funny, it's the one right here." Bear frowned and he worried, tears welled in his eyes. But how will I if my tooth says goodbye? Now look at his friend here. I'm just going to show them for a minute. Look at his friend here. His friend is in cobra pose, looking up at him, wiggling his tooth. So we're going to do this, my friends. I invite you to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor. Come and lie on our bellies, friends. So lie right down on your belly. Point your toes out behind you, friends. You go this way, Avery. There you go. Yeah, I think people can see me. So we're going to put our hands right underneath our shoulders, friends, and we're just going to lift up and straighten those arms, making sure that you don't move, friends, while you're in this pose. You're going to feel that stretch all the way up from your waist, up your chest. Right up to your neck, you should feel that stretch. My midsection actually cracked. My back cracked when I came up. Holding, holding, holding. This is CatCow Pose, my friends. And look in front of you. Do you see Bear? Or do you see a brother or a sister with a loose tooth? Good job, my friends. Now just come back like this. Push yourself like that to get out of cobra pose. Tell me in the comments, friends, do you have a loose tooth? Or do you see a brother or sister? Or somebody in your house with a loose tooth? All right, friends. Here we go. Hare said, "Open wide." Then he looked inside and saw Bear's loose tooth. Look at all his friends looking inside his mouth to see his loose tooth. Do you see that, friends? He is in boat pose while all of his animal friends look inside his mouth to see his tooth. So coming to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor, friends, we're going to slowly roll back a little bit, and then we're going to lift our legs. Let's see if Miss Avery can do it without falling. Can you do it without falling at home, friends? All right, if you're feeling it today, friends, you can straighten your legs, and if not, you can bring them back bending. Avery's got it. She's going red. She's going red. Oh, she lost it. Good job, my friends. I was going to say open your mouth, let all your friends at home look in your mouth to see your tooth, but we were lying about Avery. Good job. Okay. Mouth squeaked. Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see. A tooth will grow where the old used to be. Well, said Wren, I know what to do. It's out the old and in with the new. So Wren is the bird. Wren is the crow right here. And so Wren is actually standing in bird pose or eagle pose. So we are going to come to our mat, or blanket, or a piece of floor. You can come beside me, Ace. So we're going to stand with about this much distance in between our feet. We're going to ground those feet into the floor. I'm going to lift up one leg and I'm going to bring it around. Now if my balance is an issue, I'm just going to put those toes right down there on the ground. I can keep those toes up. I'm going to wrap them around that leg. And what I'm going to just give myself a big, giant hug. Give yourself that hug and then bring those arms up. This is eagle pose, my friends. Good job. You're going to feel this stretch all the way around. And if you're feeling it, if you're really feeling it, you can come down like this and squat too. But that's okay. We can stay up here if you're wobbly. All right, friends. We are going to do the other side. Well, you still have to keep wrapped. All right, friends. We're going to pick up this foot and we're going to wrap it around and we're going to put those toes down if balance is an issue. If balance is okay, we're going to wrap those toes. Now, this arm on top, so now I'm going to put this arm on top and give myself that big hug. And then I'm going to bring my arms up into eagle pose. You're going to feel this stretch all the way to your shoulders, friends. Good job. Good job. Now Avery's challenging herself. She's trying to see if she can squat. Not too much. Just almost like you're in chair. Good job, my friends. Come on back to our story. Wren perched on Bear's lip, and he got a good grip on Bear's loose tooth. Look how Bear is now. Look how Bear is now. Do you see him? He's in Superman pose. So, let's come to our mat or our blanket or our piece of floor, friends. We're going to come down on our belly again, just like we did for cobra pose. We're going to put our toes, point our toes out behind us. But this time, we're going to put our arms out behind us, out in front of us like this, friends. And on the count of 3, we're going to lift our arms and our legs. 1, 2, 3. Lift them both. And we can go like this to pretend that we're letting our friends see our tooth inside our mouth. Can you see my loose tooth? Good job, my friends. Pushing yourself back like that with your hands. Good job. Lots of back stuff today.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Wren pulled the tooth with all of his might. Is it out? asked Bear, but it stayed stuck tight. I'm a bit too small for the job, said Wren, so Owl grabbed the tooth, but the tooth stayed in. Right, you see Owl, my friends? Do you see how Owl came off of that tree and he's trying to pull that tooth? So we are going to be that tree that Owl was standing on. So come into your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor. We're going to stand and ground our feet into the floor. We're going to lift one foot and get our balance. And if balance is an issue, we're going to tripod right here. If it's not, we're going to bring that foot above or below our knee. And we're going to put our hands in prayer pose. Miss Avery's a wibbling and a wobbling. All right, friends. And if we've got our balance, we can put our arms out, make our big tree branches. Good job, friends. And that owl is perched on our branches, and he leans so much off your branch to pull Bear's loose tooth. If you're having balance problems, friends, you can pick a spot on the floor, and that spot on the floor, we're going to switch sides anyway. So we're going to lift the other leg, get our balance, and again, we can pod like this, or we can bring our foot, above our knee or below our knee, and then we can bring our hands to our center. Good job, my friends. Miss Avery knocking my knee there. Good job, friends. Try again. And if you have your balance, you can put your arms out to be tree branches. Pretend that owl is on that tree branch. And see Miss Avery with me? I can help Miss Avery. See, I can help her. So if mom or dad or brother and sister is there, we can do partner pose, partner tree pose. So I can help her, see? Now that I have her, she's not falling. She's staying in her tree pose. Good job, my friends. Good job. Badger said, I'll try. He gave a big try on Bear's loose tooth. Isn't that beautiful, friends? Now, I wanted to show you something about this too. I know what I wanted to show you. So there's butterflies flying around, and we're going to do butterfly pose. And I couldn't figure out, I had to stop for a minute because I couldn't figure out which animal we were looking at for butterfly pose. But it is actually Bear. Let's see if I can move that. So see how Bear's on the ground? He's actually doing a modified butterfly pose. He's got his arm up in the air there, but his paws are down together. So come to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor, and I'm going to show you exactly what Bear was doing. So we're going to be butterfly pose, and we're going to put the soles of our feet together, and we're going to hold those feet, and we're just going to slowly flop our legs like butterflies. Now Bear,
I feel the stretch.
Yeah, you can feel the stretch all in there. It's another good one if you've been sitting lots, friends, like we might have been doing with online learning. So we can flop our legs. Bear was sitting like this, and he actually had an arm up in the air, and he was moving forward, and he had his mouth open so that they could try and pull his tooth. Good job, friends. So flap those butterfly wings. Get that stretch. You can go static too. You can just stretch. Good job. All right, friends. I keep hearing beeping on my notifications. I'm sorry, friends. I thought those notifications were off. All right. They all took a turn, but the tooth wouldn't budge. Then I skipped a pose. All right. They all took a turn, but the tooth wouldn't budge. Then, look what Bear's doing right here. Excuse me. See what Bear's doing right here? He's actually doing wave pose. He's a cat and cow. So we're going to come to our mat, our blanket, our piece of floor, and we're going to do wave pose. So come to tabletop, friends. Check this. All right. Good job, friends. If you back up a little bit that way, Avery. Yep. Thank you. All right. So cat and cow, it's like we're waving our back, friends. So as we breathe in, we're going to drop our belly, bring our bum and our head up. This is cow pose. As we breathe out, we're going to bring our belly up, drop our head and our bum. This is cat. So breathing out, in, drop your belly. Bring up your, good job, bring up your bum and your head. Breathing out, bring your belly up, drop in your bum. Breathing in, drop your belly, bring your head and your bum up. Breathing out, bring your belly, drop your head and your bum. Good job. Breathing out, breathing in, Oh my goodness. Breathing out, breathing in, drop your belly. Breathing out, bring it up. See, I think I even got Avery all confused. She's giggly.
I breathed out twice.
She breathed out twice. Oh, where is Miss Mel today? Goodness me. I do not know where my head is today. Bear used his tongue and he gave a little nudge. His tooth wiggled to and fro. Then, what do you know? What do we know? Hang on, let's see what we know. Bear looked in the mirror and he laughed his smile. A new tooth would come, but it might take a while. That night in bed, right head lay Bear's loose tooth. And look who's laying with him, friends. Let's see if I can bring it closer for you. Let's see. Right here next to him, his friend Mouse, laying in his bed. So, friends, we are going to do mouse pose. Come into your mat, your kit or your piece of floor. We're going to come into hero's pose. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our forehead on the floor, or we're going to put our hands there and put our forehead on our hands. If our forehead's on the floor, we're going to put our arms beside. So coming down like this, arms beside, or arms underneath. And just sit there. I'm going to come up and chat with you. Just sit there with your forehead right on the floor, leaving your back nice and long, letting your back settle. So this is really good for your back. It's really good for frustrations and for anxiety. It's going to keep the thoughts out of your head. That pressure on your head is going to keep that out of your head. Right on your forehead, not on the top of your head, just on your forehead. Good job, my friends. Coming back to our book. While he slept and he snored, a fairy fluttered in, and she left blueberries where Bear's tooth had been. So the fairy fluttered in. She's flying in, friends. And you know what we do when we have flyers? Excuse me, Avery. See that fairy? When we have someone flying in, we do Warrior 3, and we become flying creatures just like her. Hello, Medea. Medea just joined. Welcome, welcome. All right, friends. So I'm going to go sideways to show you that there's this much room in between my legs. I'm going to go sideways so that you can see me, friends. So, Miss Mel's tired today. We'll see what the balance looks like. We're going to lift one foot, get our balance, and slowly, we're going to put that foot behind us, and we're going to put our arm, fly like that fairy. Don't forget your blueberry. Now, if your balance is off, you can put your arms on your waist like this. That'll help with your balance. Pick a spot on the floor and look at that spot, friends, and fly like that fairy. Don't forget your blueberries. Find your blueberries and pick up his tooth and leave him blueberries. All right, friends, we're going to go to the other side. If balance is off. All right, friends, so I'm going to pick this foot, and I'm going to slowly, as I have my balance, I'm going to put it behind me. Now I can keep my hands on my waist, or I can put them forward. See, I'm finding my balance today, too. See, yep, I'm looking at Avery. She's falling.
I can't even grab Bear's
Look at the spot on the floor, and pretend that you're grabbing Bear's loose tooth and leaving him blueberries, or leaving him money he would like to leave. Good job, friends. But Bear's tooth from blueberries. I think that's a great idea.
I leave some honey.
I think that's a great idea. Honey would be good, too. He probably would like it. He woke up in the morning and found the sweet treat, and Bear's friends came for breakfast. They sat down to eat. Bear gulped and he gobbled, and he felt something wobble. Uh-oh. Oh, friends, look right here. Bear also made his friend's tea. His teepee here that his teapot is hanging from, that reminds me of Triangle Pose, friends. And what I love about that picture is that we always sing I'm a Little Teapot when we do Triangle Pose. So we're going to put lots of distance in between our feet, just like when we do Warrior Pose, friends. Now, I'm going to go that way, so I'm going to put those toes that way, and I'm going to bring these ones in just a little bit, okay, friend? Now, this time, instead of bending that knee like we do Warrior Pose, we're going to just bend at our waist. So we're going to put our arms up still, and we're going to sing, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, and here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout, tip me over and pour me out. Now, if we can, make this arm up straight in the air. Let me find where straight is. There you go, friends. Now, no need to reach for the floor. Just reach for where you can reach on your leg, making sure you're not coming forward like this. Just bending straight at that waist. And your arm can be here as well if your shoulder's not back. All right, we're going to switch sides, so keep your feet where they are. I'm going to put those toes that way, these toes this way. I'm going to do the same thing. Straight legs, no bent legs. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, and here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Okay, we tip the other way, so just grab that leg where you can, friends. You're going to feel this stretch all through here, friends, all through your waist. Bring that arm if you can. If you can't, bring it on your waist like this. Good job, my friends. Good triangle poses. All right, the last phrase was uh-oh. I wonder what the uh-oh was about. Bear's loose tooth. He had another loose tooth, friends. Is that happening inside your mouth too? Do you have a few loose teeth? That's the end of the book, and I'm just going to show you Bear in his lair. You see him with his little teepee and his teapot right here. His little teapot is on it's very beautifully that book, friends. Again, that was Bear's Loose Tooth. Now, friends, it is for our relaxation. I invite you to lay down on the floor with your arms out to the side and your palms facing up. Go ahead. Oh, she doesn't want to lay down. Okay, all of you can lay down, friends, at home with your arms out to the side, your palms facing up. And let's pretend that we are laying in the grass in the beautiful, beautiful forest with Bear and all of his friends, his bunny friend, his mouse friend, his otter friend, his owl friend. all of those little, his friend Wren, his birdie friend Wren, all of those little friends. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your chest, relaxing your waist, relaxing your bum, relaxing your arms and your hands, relaxing your legs and your feet. Taking up a big handful of that grass, squinching it, and then letting it go, letting your hands just relax, your palms facing up, letting your feet drop off to the side, letting your breathing just happen naturally. Listening to the sounds of the forest, listening to the wind whistle through the trees, listening to the sounds of bears' animal friends, hearing them eat their little snack and drink their tea, smelling the yummy blueberries that the tooth fairy. Just as we let those noises happen around us, we do the same with our thoughts. Allow our thoughts to come in, we just burn them, and we let them go. No need to think about anything right now. And slowly inside your head, I want you to say to yourself, I am healthy. I am a good friend. And I want you to take that thought and send it through your whole body. Take the feeling of being a good friend, just like Bear, a good friend. He has good friends who helped him with his tooth. And then he gave some of his blueberries. He shared his blueberries with his friend. Just like Bear is a good friend. Take that feeling of being a good friend and send it through your whole body. Send it to your chest and your waist, your arms and your hands, your legs and your feet, and most of all, send it up to your head and your heart, and keep it there. Keep that feeling of being a friend right there in your heart. And take that feeling and send it to everybody around you. Send it to whoever's in your house with you right now. Send it out to your neighbors. Send it out to your friends at school and your teacher. Send it out to all of your family. And send it out to all the helpers out there. And know that not only are you a good friend, but you have friends out there. You're good friends. So not only are you willing to help your friends and share with your friends, they're willing to do the same for you. Keep that feeling deep inside you of knowing how good of a friend you are, knowing how good it feels to have those friends in return. And when you're ready, friends, keeping your eyes closed, you can roll to one side, bringing your knees into your chest. And if you're yawning and you're tired, it's a good time to have a nap. If you're not, that's okay too. Just wake your body, with your hands and your feet. And when you're ready, come on back up to join me on my mat. Sitting crisscross applesauce or in hero pose. We ring our bells to end our class. Alright, bringing hands to heart center, friends, sitting up super tall. And we'll end our class with namaste. I feel good in every way. The goodness in me sees the goodness in all of you. Good job. Thank you so much for joining us today, friends, for episode 28 of Storytime Yoga, where we read Bear's Loose Tooth today by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. As usual, friends, we will in the comment section there the link to purchase that book as well. If you'd like to purchase the book and follow along later, you can follow the recording. And if you are watching the replay, do put hashtag replay, hashtag busykids in the comments. Please feel free to communicate on this page and let us know how you feel about time yoga, and looking forward to joining us on Monday. It just occurred to me today, Friday, friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I am Miss Mel, your yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga and your mindset coach with us to wellness. Please do have a wonderful weekend and a good thing today. Take care, friends.